Hey, Aaron. So you got sacked by Bilal Nichols in the first quarter, and he did the belt. A, did you see that? And B, when people do that, what do you think?
Hasn't hasn't ended well for the most part over the years. So I think first of all, imitation is the highest form of flattery. So big thanks to uh, wrestling, Triple H, Freddie Mitchell, and then State Farm for making the belt synonymous with myself. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to have a celebration. People have mocked it over the years. Uh, Probably in good fun. I mean, I've known Robert for a long time. I saw him do it. He looked right at me. Uh, but doesn't give me the extra motivation, but it usually hasn't ended well for most of the people who've done it.
Rob Domofsky.
Aaron, did you see the shirt Alan Lazard wore into his press conference?
If it's the one he wore into the facility, yeah. So
Well, it was the I still own you shirt is what he wore. Do you have one? And did you consider wearing it?
no, I mean, I've already said what I've said. I don't need to double and triple down. I let those words stand for themselves. But yeah, I can't remember who made the shirts. Did he say that he made them?
AJ Dillon, he said.
Yeah, AJ gave me one when he got them. So I definitely have one.
Cassidy Hill.
Hey, Aaron, 6 receptions on 7 targets, 75 yards for Alan Lazard. Those are all season highs for him thus far. Was some of that just a byproduct of Randall Cobb being out, or what was it that was working with Alan tonight?
Yeah, probably Randall being out put him in the slot a little bit more. Quez is very comfortable outside, and although we moved Devontae around in the slot a little bit, once we weren't able to get him going early in the game, Allen's going to start in the slot for us. So definitely there were some opportunities for him, and he made the most of them. Beginning with the first big catch of the game on a 3rd and long. Last time out, he had a couple opportunities that I know he wishes he would have came up with. And the Allen that I know, usually makes those plays. So it's fun to see him come out tonight, have a really solid game, make some really important plays for us at important game situations.
Steve McGargy.
You've talked in the past about how much this rivalry means to you. You've now thrown more touchdown passes against the Bears than anybody, or one ahead of Brett Favre. Just what does that kind of mean to you to have you and Brett 1-2 on that and you at personal?
Yeah, that does mean a lot to me. It really does. The majority of stats don't mean much, but this rivalry does mean a lot to me because I'm almost an adult in Green Bay. I've lived here for 17 years and started for 14. I know how much this rivalry means to our fans, and to be a part of it has been really special. Obviously, to follow Brett and know what how successful he was over his time and how many big games he played in against them. It's a sweet rivalry. It's one that is very special to me, and I knew I was 3 from tying and 4 from breaking. So I'm definitely gonna hang on to that ball. That ball is an important one.
Ryan Wood.
With all that said about the rivalry, we've been talking about the uncertainty of next year for months. Does this feel like your final game against the Bears as Packers quarterback?
Oh, I don't know, Ryan. I mean, I'm not really thinking about that right now. I'm devoting all my energy and focus to the season. And I don't know. I don't think it's my last against the Bears. I feel like one of the factors in continuing to play would be, can I still play? Do I still have it? Can I still be effective and efficient and make the plays I feel like I'm capable of making? And I think the answer is yes.
MK Burgess.
Hey, Aaron, as the leader of the offense and just the leader of the Packers in general, what are you seeing from special teams that is causing all of the mishaps that you had today?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the special teams film, so I won't be looking at that tomorrow. From my sideline vantage point, they got a couple of talented returners. I mean, Grant is electric, and we knew it. I mean, you don't see many guys I've never seen a guy return a punt out of the end zone, but he did. And the touchdown that he had, I mean, he caught it. It was what, 97 or 98 yards. I mean, he's a special dynamic player. So we knew we had to get our gunners down on him and punt the ball in a certain spot. But even when you do, sometimes you pin him back inside the 5 and he's stumbling. Great players can make plays like that. But we need to clean some things up for sure. Chicago has had an up and down season, but obviously they wouldn't be considered a great team at this point. But when you're playing great teams and kind of football we're going to be playing here over the next month, we need to be a lot more sound in that phase of the game.
Wes Hodkowitz.
Hey, Aaron. Obviously, Billy ends up going down. Dennis steps in. I think that was his first time playing in any kind of game since the Texans preseason as far as the offensive side of things. How did you feel you guys did with the O-line? And just what do you think it's said about that group to be able to endure this kind of stretch you've had to go through all season?
Yeah, I think Big D-Bach did a great job stepping in. I love Dennis. I think he's got a real steady personality and he's a pro's pro. So I was happy to have him out there. I haven't looked at the film obviously yet, but just from a field standpoint, I felt like that, he did a really nice job. It's tough to go the entire season, I'm sure, and not play. And then boom, you're thrust into a game, important situation, down in the game, and you're going to have to play a half plus of football and deal with conditioning of that. Because, practice conditioning is one thing, but getting in the game and doing it over and over and long drives, I'm just really proud of them. And the other guys up front, Yash and John and Royce and Lucas, they battle. And I thought we did a good job up front. There's a couple of covered sacks, but I feel like overall we protected well, we ran the football well, and then just kind of got the ball to our guys at certain times.
Mike Clemens.
Aaron, to come out in the second half with a 75-yard drive and then capitalize after Preston and Rashawn with the turnover. That ball to Aaron Jones, how unique was that play? Because Nathaniel Hackett, they showed him jumping up and down the press box.
That was not where the ball was supposed to go, and that was not in the play at all. There was a play in the preseason in 2005, I believe, playing Buffalo, and Farvey had a keeper to the right and threw it back to Amon Green, who just happened to be kind of, trotting down the left sideline. And I remember how cool that was and how the hell he even got back to Amon in that game. And that was what happened on this one. The play was for Big Dog or Devontae. It was a really well contrived play that they came up with this week. And I really felt like that Big Dog was going to get the touchdown. But as I rolled out, they doubled Big Dog and Tay was covered and the slide was covered. And I just happened to peek back and see kind of Aaron Jones just kind of taking it down the left side, and he turned it up. And right when I was about to throw it, about to release it, I saw kind of a flash of a guy from the left. So I just threw it a little bit higher and softer than I was thinking about throwing it a split second before. But that was not the play call. But we laughed about on the sidelines for sure, and glad it worked out like that.
Marty Hendricks.
Aaron, it wasn't exactly a strong first start for the team. First 19 minutes down 10-0. That second and third quarters, 38 points, 21 and 17. Can you talk about what ignited that change in the offense?
I don't know if there's anything particular. I think that we just hit a couple plays to get us going, and once we kind of got into a rhythm a little bit, that was important. We ran the ball a little bit better there. Then we just started kind of slinging all over the place and scored that first touchdown. Then Sewell had the pick six to put us ahead, and then they got a couple scores, and next thing you know, we're looking at the wrong end of a back down 10. So the really, really important drive for us in the 2 minute to take it down there and score. Wanted to get Devontae involved, so moved him into the slot on a few of those plays, and and got the right coverage on the touchdown. The unsung hero of the play is Marquez Valdez-Scantling, because he's running the clear out route on the outside to allow for Devontae to run his out and up. And then Tay is just he's so talented to be able to catch that ball in full stride and make a guy miss on the 5-yard line who's barreling down. It's pretty impressive. So that was a big drive for us. I know they got a field goal for that, but then to come out of the second half, put together a near 6-minute drive was huge. Take the lead back, Preston gets a sack fumble, and then we get a one-play touchdown, and we go from down 27-21 to ahead 35-27 pretty quick, and that was definitely one of the turning points of the game.
All right, we'll just do 3 more. Hunter Baumgart.
Yeah, Aaron, you said the toe felt better, after the bye week last week, not having to play a game. How does it feel after this one, and does it feel better than it has after the last couple of games?
No, it feels worse. I don't know what kind of setback that I had tonight, but we'll look at it tomorrow. But definitely took a step back tonight.
Wes Hadkowitz.
Aaron, Rasul was in here earlier and he talked about Preston's halftime speech. I know numerous times you've mentioned kind of the friendship you've had with him. Just what have you seen from him this season? And for him to kind of back that up the way he did to start off the second half, what did that do for you guys?
Preston is kind of our game day talker. It's great. He's pregame and halftime usually. He has some impassioned words. He's the kind of guy when he talks, he's respected. Guys listen to him, and guys appreciate his messages. I love Preston. I can't say enough good things about him. The opportunity to get to play with him, to get to become better friends with him, the messages that we share with each other during the week. I just really love the guy. I think he's a good human. He's a great player, and I love what he brings to the team from a leadership standpoint. He stepped into that role even more this year, and I'm very, very proud of him and proud to be his friend and proud to be his teammate.
All right, last one, Ryan Wood.
Aaron, I want about walking off that field, flashing the "I love you" sign for after this one. But real quick on the toe, are you thinking more inclined to get surgery with how it feels now, or?
I can't make that call right now. We're going to look at it tomorrow, do a film, and that would be last resort for sure. But I got to see what kind of setback it was tonight.
What did it feel like? What were the emotions running off the field tonight?
I was walking. I didn't run because I was in a little bit of pain, but it feels great. There's night games just have a little different atmosphere. It's just a little bit more special. You can just feel kind of the excitement in the air, and everybody's been kind of waiting all day for the game, and just a little bit more energy. So it's fun to walk off a winner again at Lambeau. We've obviously had a lot of success. The last 10 or 11 at home, I think we've won. So it's been it's fun playing here. It's fun playing in this rivalry, and fans have been really good to me, and just reciprocating the love right back to them.